In this video, we're going over the new top 5 meta loadouts here in Black Ops 6 Season 4. I will be going over both 5 as well as gunfighter class setups. Let's get into it. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the LC-10, hands down the best SMG here in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. For the optic, we are going to be rolling with the Kepler Microflex, clean, simple, easy to use. For the muzzle, we're going to be equipping the suppressor to keep us off the mini-map when firing. For the barrel, we are going to be utilizing the long barrel to give us the fastest and most consistent time to kill with that improved damage range. For the underbarrel, we are going to be rolling with the Ranger foregrip to improve both horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speed, a great attachment on this SMG. For the magazine, we're going to rock the extended mag 1 option, giving us a very healthy 45 rounds. For the rear grip, you can either rock the commando grip or the ergonomic grip. Both are going to be fantastic, but to the fact this is an SMG AR hybrid, having that improved aim down sight speed, jumping sprint to fire speed, jumping aim down sight speed, and sprint to fire speed is definitely nice on the LC-10. For the stock, we are going to be rolling with the balance stock to improve more strafing movement speed altogether, hip fire movement speed, and aim walking movement speed. And then finally, for the fire mods, to completely smooth out that recoil pattern, we are going to rock recoil springs to take advantage of more horizontal recoil control and vertical recoil control. Definitely a worthwhile class setup for this SMG. And by the way, if you need help leveling up your weapons, Criminal Mods has your weapon leveling covered. They offer services such as max leveling all of your weapons, as well as unlocking camo challenges all the way up to Dark Matter. So for cheap, reliable, and fast Black Ops 6 services on all platforms, you can use my discount code EARS to save 5% off at Criminal Mods. Link is going to be at the top of the description. Once you jump to the firing range, you're going to see that we have a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed is nice, and we have a submachine gun that literally has no recoil. This is going to be an AR SMG hybrid. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at if you're trying to dominate at any and all ranges. Now, if you only care about running a 5 attachment class setup, I got you. What you are going to do is remove the Kepler Microflex. You are going to be removing the balance stock, and you're going to be removing the recoil springs. This is overall going to be a solid class setup, but since this is not going to be an AR SMG hybrid, I would go ahead and swap over to the ergonomic grip. Now, once you go ahead and build this specific loadout, you're going to see that we still are going to have a fast sprint out. ADS aim walk movement speed isn't going to be the fastest, but we are still going to have a controllable recoil pattern, and that's exactly why the LC-10 is as good as it is. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the FFAR-1. Definitely a solid assault rifle you can't go wrong with. For the optic, we're going to rock the Kepler Microflex. Go ahead and cleaning up the optic picture. The iron sights, unfortunately, are not the best. For the muzzle, we are going to be rolling with the compensator to bump up additional vertical recoil control. For the barrel, we are going to be rolling with the long barrel to give us improved damage range. Definitely helpful on the FFAR. For the underbarrel, the vertical foregrip is a great option, bumping up horizontal recoil control. This weapon does have quite a bit of it. We need to go ahead and mitigate. For the magazine, we are going to be rolling with the extended mag 1 option, giving us a healthy 45 rounds. We're not going to go ahead and slow down this weapon's handling. For the rear grip on all assault rifles, I do recommend putting on the commando grip for the improved aim down sight speed, jumping sprint to fire speed, as well as jumping aim down sight speed. For the stock, we're going to be rocking the infiltrator stocks. We're going to have the fastest aim walking movement speed with this weapon. We're going to be dominating at any and all ranges. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are 110% going to run recoil springs for that additional recoil control. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment FFAR loadout, you're going to see here that we do have a fast sprint out, ADS aim walking movement speed, and we are going to have very controllable recoil. One of the best ARs in the entire game. I highly recommend going ahead and giving this a go if you're trying to use a new DLC weapon that is quite effective. I mean, look at this, guys. This is a point and shoot laser. This is exactly why this assault rifle is meta. Now, if you only care about running the 5 attachment loadout, what you are going to be doing is removing the extended mag 1 option, the infiltrator pad, and you're also going to go ahead and take away the recoil springs. This is going to be a very basic 5 attachment class, but you are going to be putting in work with it because we're still going to have good handling as well as recoil control. This is perfect if you're trying to use additional perks or additional streaks and absolutely dominate lobbies. So definitely go ahead and give the FFAR a go. I like it, and there really is no reason not to check it out because it is a brand new weapon. I know a lot of people are going to be enjoying. You just got to make sure you hit your shots in the firing range to get that fast TTK. For class setup number 3, we're taking a look at the LADRA. This weapon is still meta here in Season 4, and I absolutely love it. For the muzzle, we're going to rock the suppressor, keeping you off the mini-map when firing. For the barrel, we are going to be rolling with the long barrel to give us that fast TTK with that max damage range. For the underbarrel, we are going to be rolling with the Ranger foregrip. Overall, a great option with this submachine gun to improve that horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speed, a massive W with this SMG. For the magazine, we are going to be rolling with the extended mag 2 option to give us a very healthy 56 rounds. Perfect for this SMG because we're going to be running and gunning. It does have a fast fire rate. For the rear grip, we're going to be rolling with the ergonomic grip on all SMGs that aren't AR hybrids. This is going to be great, improving that dive to fire speed, slide to fire speed, aim down sight speed, as well as jumping aim down sight speed. You can't go wrong with this on the LADRA. For the stock, we are going to be rolling with the combat stock, and this did get a buff here in this update to give us even more flinch resistance, and we're also taking advantage of even faster aim walking movement speed. For the laser, we are going to be running the target laser. This is great on all submachine gun loadouts because they're going to be improving your aim auto sway delay so you can be, aim down sight and be more accurate at longer ranges. And we're also going to take advantage of aim walking steadiness. And then finally, for the fire mods, recoil springs is a no-brainer on the LADRA. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment loadout, you're going to see here this is going to be a nice submachine gun because we have a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and we are still going to have controllable recoil with a weapon that is suppressed. This is perfect if you're trying to run and gun and dominate at any and all ranges. Definitely go ahead and give this SMG a try. Now, for the 5 attachment setup, what you are going to do is actually swap the suppressor out for the compensator. We are going to need this. We are going to be removing the target laser. We're going to be removing the combat stock. And we also are going to be going ahead and removing recoil springs because, again, we're not running recoil springs, so the compensator is going to be that replacement. Once you go ahead and build this 5 attachment setup, you're going to see that we do have a fast sprint out, ADS, as well as still controllable recoil. Definitely one of the best SMGs in the entire game. It's right up there with the LC-10. You can rock the weapons interchangeably, so make sure you guys go ahead and check this out just in case you, don't have the LC-10 unlocked, or maybe you don't want to run it. The LADRA is definitely going to be putting in some work. For class setup number 4, we're taking a look at the KRIG. Definitely a rock-solid assault rifle this season. For the optic, you can either rock the Kepler Microflex or the V Reflex. Whatever you enjoy, you can't go wrong. For the muzzle, we are going to be running the compensator. For the barrel, we are going to be utilizing the long barrel. For the underbarrel, the vertical foregrip is going to be the best choice. For the magazine, the extended mag 1 option just for 45 rounds is going to be perfect with the KRIG. If you do want to run more, extended mag 2 with 70 is also a nice option, but you are going to be slowing down your aim down sight speed. For the rear grip on all assault rifles, running the commando grip is going to be the smart decision. For the stock, we are going to be rolling with the combat stock because this did receive a buff, so we want to have that improved flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed. And then finally, for the fire mods, we are definitely going to utilize the recoil springs for even more recoil controllability. A solid setup here, 8 attachments you can't go wrong with. You're going to be able to outgun the CR56 AMAX as well as the Kilo 1-for-1 users. As you can see, we do have a very controllable recoil pattern. This is going to be a fast killing assault rifle as well. We can get those 3-shot kills to the head, which are going to be perfect. Make sure you guys go ahead and actually check this out. There we go, 3 shots. When you actually hit your shots, it is going to be giving you a 3-shot to the head. So definitely give the KRIG a go here in Season 4. Now, for the 5 attachment setup, what you are going to do is take away the extended mag 1, the combat stock, as well as the recoil springs. Yeah, we are going to be removing the stock that did receive a buff, but this is going to be a nice setup to run if you only want to run 5 attachments and run more perks or streaks, which honestly I do like using, but the KRIG is just so overpowered with an 8 attachment loadout. I would go ahead and recommend running the 8 attachments. You can still get the 3-shot kills to the head, so you're not going to be losing any of the damage, but definitely go ahead and check out that 8 attachment build if you want a little bit more recoil control, because as you can see at longer ranges, it is going to be slightly harder to control. And finally, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the KSV, one of the fastest killing SMGs in the entire game. No need to run an optic. The iron sights are amazing on this weapon. Now, for the muzzle, we are going to be rolling with the compensator to bump up that vertical recoil control. We absolutely need it with this SMG. For the barrel, we are going to be rolling with the reinforced barrel, giving us improved damage range as well as bullet velocity, fast and consistent time to kill. For the underbarrel, we are going to be using the Ranger foregrip. This is nice, giving us horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speed. This is a run and gun submachine gun. For the magazine, we're going to be using the extended mag 2 option, giving us a very healthy and much needed 50 rounds. For the rear grip on all SMG setups, I highly recommend putting on the ergonomic grip. For the stock, we are going to be rolling with the balance stock here, which is incredibly overpowered on the KSV. For the laser, we are going to be rocking the target laser, just like we did on the LC10. If you do want to go ahead and run iron sights, or on the LADRA loadout without the optic. And for the fire mods, we are going to utilize the recoil springs to help smooth out the recoil pattern. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment setup, you're gonna be very happy because the KSV is gonna be a monster. We have a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, as well as very controllable recoil. One of the best SMGs to rock in the entire game. I highly recommend going ahead and checking this out if you're looking for an absolute monster. As you can see, incredibly easy to control, and we are gonna be getting a very, very fast time to kill. Now, if you only want to run the 5 attachment setup, what you are going to do is remove the extended mag 2, you can remove the target laser and recoil springs. This is going to be a very fast and agile setup you guys can go ahead and get down with. We're going to have great handling, sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed, and we are still going to have controllable recoil. It's going to have a little bit more recoil because we're not running the recoil springs. It's overall going to be one of the best SMGs to use in the entire game if you're trying to dominate at any and all ranges. I highly recommend going ahead and giving the KSV a try. These are going to be the top 5 best meta loadouts to use here in Black Ops 6 Season 4. Now, for the remainder of all of my setups, I always recommend running the Samurai 9mm. If you need a secondary you can fall back on just in case you run out of ammo, this is going to be the way to go. I do go ahead and use the knife, and I have on Stim Shot, Blast Trap, the Assault Pack, and my perk combination for all of my setups are Flak Jacket, Dispatcher, Bankroll, as well as Gunfighter if I am using more than 5 attachments. But if you do not want to run more than 5 attachments, feel free to go ahead and put on Perk Greed, and there are a number of nice options. Slipstream is nice, Hunter's Instinct is nice. You can go ahead and equip Ghost if you want to be off the minimap, especially if you're running a suppressed weapon. But going ahead and putting on Shadow is going to be nice. You can run over the prox mines as well as the blast traps without actually setting them off, and you are going to be given the strategist combat specialty, which is going to be allowing you to have more score when getting kills or playing the objective, getting kills on the objective, which means more streaks, more kills, and potentially a nuke. Definitely go ahead and think about that. But if it were me, I would go ahead and put on High Roller because it's going to allow you to run 4 streaks. And for the streaks, I highly recommend putting on the UAV. You also want to equip the Watchdog Kilo. You want to have the War Machine with High Roller, and make sure you guys have on the Harp so you can go ahead and figure out where people are at. And because you are running the War Machine, this is going to count toward your nuke. So definitely keep that in mind as well. These are going to be some great loadouts to check out if you're trying to dominate here in Season 4. So if you guys do tear it up with any of these builds, let me know down in the comment section. After getting some gameplay, come back to the video, and as always, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications, hit your boy ears. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.